You're live with Lucy Hockings on BBC World News. Novak Djokovic is free to play tennis in Australia for now. The tennis star has won his court battle after being refused entry into the country, but the Australian government could use its powers to cancel his visa again. His supporters gather in Melbourne. We'll ask how likely it is they'll get to see him defend his Australian Open title. New York is in shock after 19 people, including 9 children, are killed in an apartment block fire in the Bronx. Myanmar's ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi is jailed for another 4 years as the military tries to strengthen its grip following last year's coup. And suppose they had an awards ceremony and no one came. We'll look at what happened when Hollywood turns its back on the big night at the Golden Globes. In the next half hour, we'll be live in Melbourne, Kiev and Almaty in Kazakhstan. Novak Djokovic has won his court battle to stay in Australia and defend his Grand Slam title, but ministers have threatened they might exercise powers to cancel his visa anyway. There are reports of a police presence at the office of his lawyers in Melbourne. Let's take you back a few hours where a judge in Melbourne ruled that the men's number one must be released immediately from immigration detention. Novak Djokovic arriving at the airport last week to defend his Australian Open title. That begins next Monday. He was initially granted an exemption from COVID vaccination rules after recovering from the virus last month. Djokovic's lawyers had argued that cancellation was unreasonable. The government conceded this and Judge Anthony Kelly also agreed. But as we saw fans celebrate outside the court, counsel for the Australian government told the hearing that the immigration minister might exercise his legal powers to cancel the visa regardless. I've been getting reaction from Melbourne and Belgrade with our correspondents Russell Fuller and Guy Delaunay.